What up, y'all? Welcome into Tuesday. Little squat and push today. We've got a good number of people on the call today, so appreciate y'all showing up on this Tuesday. Hope you're feeling good. Hope those calves are feeling opened up after yesterday. A lot of jumping. I know my lower legs were feeling pretty tight. We're going to start from standing today. We'll get this playlist rolling. Today's playlist is called Streamers 428. First song on the playlist is Chances by K Tronada. We're going to get that rolling in 3, in 2, and we're in. Getting rolling there, and then just starting from that standing position, we're going to pull a knee in tight into our chest. A couple rolls through that ankle, and then we'll pull that foot through for a standing quad stretch. Good. Nice reach up tall, and then we'll switch sides. Dropping it down, opposite knee up and in. Couple rolls in that ankle, and then let's pull that foot through. Nice, easy working side to side. Let's take 2 or 3 each way here. Lights, camera, action. Good. Once you have a couple each way there, we're going to kick a leg out in front. Nice, easy hinge forward, tapping toes. Then we'll come up and just pull those hips through tall at the top. Easy hinge forward, standing tall, little lean back, opening those hip flexors up. Nice, easy couple each way there. Once we're even side to side there, we'll take those arms out wide. We're going to take some nice, simple rotations into those shoulders. Little twist. You can take that head side to side. A little bit of movement in that neck as well if it feels right. All you need today is your weight. No band, no elevation today, just your weight. You got a few each way there. Let's take those arms out wide. We'll take a long reach up overhead. Coming back to 90, we'll take that rotation down. Reach, drop and rotate. Good. Once we have 5 or 6 there, we'll start working into some easy body weight squats. And then just a standard base into that squat. Starting to find some depth, increasing depth as we drop in here. Trying to see how those quads are feeling, how those hips are feeling as we start to get into these movements, finding a full range of motion here. Next time we come back up to the top, let's take those hands either across the chest, behind the head, or to the hips. Let's start taking some hinges forward, some nice, easy good mornings. Take 5 or 6 just like that. Working on keeping that back flat as we take that hinge. Today is a squat and push day, but we want to make sure, find some length in those hamstrings, some activation on the way back up. Good. The next time you come to the bottom of that hinge, let's go ahead and let those shoulders roll forward. We're going to walk our way out to a high plank, and from that high plank position, we'll step that right foot through into a runner's lunge. We'll bring that left knee down to the floor. Let's find some pulses forward. Good. 5 or 6 out forward, and then we'll take that foot out to 45. Do the same thing out into that second position. And when you're ready, taking that foot all the way out to 90. We'll step it back to center. We'll take hands back to the floor. We'll switch those feet out, stepping back to high plank, and then we'll step that left foot through. Good. Same thing here. Pulsing into that lunge position. 4 or 5 in that spot, carrying out to the left. 45 degrees out. Dropping in there. And then out to 90. When we come back to center, we'll take those hands on the floor. We'll step back to that high plank, and then we'll widen those knees out. We'll sit back into a child's pose. Sitting hips back toward heels here. Long arms out overhead. You can walk those hands out to the left or the right. Lengthening out through those lats. We have a couple seconds in each spot there. We'll come back up to hands and knees. We'll take a few cat-cows. In addition to those cat-cows in this position today, once we're through a few there, we're going to take hand behind the head, rotating that chest open, then tucking elbow down in toward opposite wrist there. Taking those rotations, those expansions from hands and knees today. Once we're through some rotations each way there, we'll keep both hands on the floor and we'll take some fire hydrants or some big hip circles from hands and knees. Good, so that can be a big rotation or just that opener, hip opener as we bring it out wide and then dropping it back down. Once we're through each side, through those hips, let's step back up to a high plank. We'll press back to a down dog, finding some length in our posterior chain. Opening up the chest here with nice long arms out overhead. Once we're into that down dog. Pedaling those calves out a little bit. Easy movement side to side here. And then we'll come through to an up dog when you're ready. Pressing out of those shoulders. Long arms here as we come up into that upward facing dog or a cobra. Finding some length through our abs, into those hip flexors. Little movement side to side there as well. Good. Anything else you need down from this prone position? If you want to reach through, thread the needle, open that shoulder up, or if you want to come down into a stuck in the mud, moving side to side, we'll spend about another 30 seconds or so here. Here in about 15 seconds, we'll make our way back up to our feet. And once we get there, we'll widen our base out. From that star pose, we'll just take a couple windmills each way. Easy windmills side to side. And then coming back up to standing, we'll work out wide into a lateral lunge, coming back up to center, and then stepping it out the other direction. If you want to take them on the same side, that's fine as well. Today we've got 6 rounds in our workout. 6 opportunities for some different movements here. Good. Once you throw those lateral side to side, let's just work one time through some pendulum. So with that left foot stand on the floor, working forward, back up to neutral, and then back. We'll take 3 on that right side, and then 3 on the left. And when we come back up, we're going to just take some easy kicks on that right leg, swinging it through. If you want to find your way to a wall or some kind of anchor point to hold, feel free to do that as well. But once you're through those pendulums, we'll just take some single leg swings, taking those kicks out forward, and then we'll take them across our body. Catherine's working forward and back. Eric's working across his body here. Once you're through forward and back and across on both legs, we'll make our way back out into that open space, tucking our chin, hands out in front. Let's find some chest expansions, alternating that front foot. That top arm is what I meant to say. Nice, easy, opening that chest up, dipping that chin, pulling those shoulder blades apart, and then pulling them back together as we expand our chest. Few each way there. Good, and then we'll start bouncing off of those toes. Nice, easy little hop. And we'll get into some drop squats. We'll take 2 or 3 drop squats, nice and easy. Then we'll get into some jumping jacks. Working 8 to 10 on those jacks. Good, if you can open those shoulders up and take that slap in the back, that's great. And then we'll just go back to that little shuffle forward and back. Nice, easy taps forward and back. Good, from there, let's take some cross jacks. 2 or 3 alternating top arm and front foot. Good work. Once you're done there, let's go back into those kicks. Nice, easy kick forward, letting that leg drop. Just a couple each way there. And then we'll come back to 2 feet. Passive trunk rotation. Couple each way there. And then we'll get ready to rock. So like I said, all you'll need is your weight today. Grabbing that weight, coming back out into your space here. And we'll get into this first set. So if you saw what the workout was on Instagram, you have a little primer for what we got going, but definitely a format we used before, okay? We have 6 sets of movements, followed by an A or a B set of movements. So our first one today is gonna be an up down to a triceps extension. This will be active for 30 seconds, and then we're going into a rep count, okay? So I take that weight above the head. I'm going knee, knee, foot, foot, triceps at the top, and then right back down. Opposite, leading with the left. Right back up when I get to the top, taking that single triceps push out, okay? So 30 seconds active there. And then from there, we'll go into our A movement, which is gonna be reps, okay? So that A set of movement is squat, kick back, squat, kick back, alternating that kick back for 8 total, all right? And then we come down to our seated position with that weight, and we take Russian twists, 5 each way, 10 total. 8 on the squat to kick back, 10 on the twists, okay? That's gonna be our continuous A rep count as we go through, but we start out with that weight behind the head, up, down, triceps extensions, 30 seconds of effort here. When I call time on that 30 seconds, we jump right into that A movement. All right, my squad has weight ready. Here we go, in 3, in 2, and clock is on, let's get it. 2 knees all the way up tall, keep those elbows in nice and tight as we take that triceps extension up overhead. You can see Eric is using a little bit of momentum to get that weight up high. If your weight's a little bit on the heavier side, feel free to do so. Let's keep that elbow in nice and tight. Maybe 1 to 2 times back through this movement. You got 5 seconds left. In 3, in 2, and that's time. Beautiful. All right, from there, we bring that weight to the chest. We have 8. Squat to kickback. 4 on each leg on those kickbacks, and we alternate that kickback as we go through. Eric is holding that weight low. Great option if the weight's a little bit heavy or if you're feeling a little bit fatigued already, great option to hold that weight low. We take 8 squats, alternating that kickback, and once you're through your 8 squats there, We come down to that seated position, and we take Russian twists, 10 total, 5 each way there. Good, 10 Russian twists. Let's try and get that weight to the floor every time. Shoulders pulled back, chest nice and tall. Heels stay to the floor to keep us grounded. Good work, y'all. Once you're through 10 there, make your way back up to your feet. Number 1 is in the books. All right, y'all, next one in. Again, you can hold that weight high or low. I'm going to demo a low hold here, keeping that weight down just below the hips, okay, 2 hands on, lateral, out wide, and then back over the other way. That's our 30-second set there, okay? So 30 seconds of alternating lateral lunges with that low body movement, and then we make our way down to our back. 3 movements here. We take 10 inside presses from our chest with those elbows in nice and tight, keeping those hips down to the floor. 10 inside presses. We drop that weight. Turning over right away, we're going to take 5 push-ups from the floor, and then finishing out, no weight, we come down to our sides, and we're going 5 side V-ups on the right side, and then 5 on the left. So I'll cue you once we get to those movements, but let's start out, 30 seconds, alternating lateral lunges to begin that round. In 3, in 2, and let's go. Nice wide step out. Strong, straight inside leg here. Feet are parallel. We don't let those toes turn out. Knee stacks right over our ankle here. Sit your butt back. You've got 10 seconds left here. Wherever that clock ends, we want to make sure we finish even. So if you got to get that one last rep in, get it. That's time. If you got 1 left to get even, get it. And then we make our way down to our backs, weight to the chest, elbows in nice and tight on this inside press. So make sure we keep those elbows dialed into our sides as we take that press. We've got 10 inside presses. Once you're through 10 there, we set that weight to the side. Let's turn it over, knock out 5 quick push-ups, 10 presses followed by 5 push-ups. And then once you're through those push-ups, over onto our side, we take 5 side V-ups each way. Great job here in studio, y'all. And then 5 side V-ups. Let's get that leg out. Legs nice and straight. Feet, knees glued together here. Reaching for those toes every time. You can use the support of that bottom hand if you need it. Good job, y'all. We're looking about just about 90 seconds into these rounds, and we're right on pace here in studio. They're finished, coming up back up to their feet. All right, next one in. When we get back into our rep movements, okay, our A movement is going to be back into that 8 squat kickbacks, 10 Russian twists, okay? But our active 30-second movement here is going to be 2 hands behind. We drop that butt down. We extend out, and then I'm taking a kick, reaching out. Triceps, extend, reaching out toward the opposite toes, okay? 30 seconds of active work coming back here. Little tap of that butt to the floor as we bring it down. Here we go. Coming in 3, in 2, and let's go. Clock is on. Good. Kick that leg out straight. Just like our V-ups, let's reach for those toes. Dropping butt down to the floor, extending back up, and making that reach. Just like we did on our previous movements. We want to make sure we get even at the end of this round. We're under 10 seconds. Last few reps left, finishing in 3, in 2, and that's time. Make sure we're even side to side, and then we're right back up, taking a hold of that weight. And we're in squat to kick back. 2 different views here. Catherine's giving you an idea of what that kick should look like from a profile view. Not just lateral, but kicking it out back at a 45-degree angle. We take 8 on that squat to kick back. Make sure we get 4 kicks each way. And then we come right down to our butt, and we take those Russian twists. Back down to seated. pulling those shoulders back, 2 hands on your weight. Let's make contact with that weight to the floor. Every rep here, every rep coming across. We got 10 total here. Once you got 10, set that weight down, towel off, get your breath. All right, y'all, next one in. Our B movement, we're going back to those 10 inside presses, 5 push-ups, and then 5 side V-ups each way. So just be prepared for that. Second round through there. But our 30-second rep movement is going to, time movement is going to be 2 hands on. We're going to drop down, single leg squat. So in this movement, we're not coming straight leg hinge. We're going to bend into that grounded knee, okay? Weight to the floor, switch it out, tap, and then right back up to the top, okay? So rather than that big hinge, bend into that knee, drop that weight to the floor. 30 seconds, quick switches on those alternating here. Weight in hand, here we go, in 3, in 2, and let's get it. Great job, y'all. Good. Pretty easy in this movement to round those shoulders and let that chest fall forward. You can see Catherine has her eyes up, out forward toward the camera to help her keep that posture up. Great option there. Bend that elevated knee as well. Almost there. You got 3. You got 2. Make sure we end even, and that's time. Great job. All right, right back down to our backs. Keeping those hips to the floor. Tuck those hips in. Don't round that back out. We've got 10 inside presses. Working from your chest right out to straight arms. 10 on the inside presses. Rep them out. Once you're done with 10 there, set that weight to the side. Turn it right over. 5 strong push-ups. No break in between. Get right into them. Good job, y'all. Strong, controlled push-ups. And then right over to that side. We go side V-ups, 5 each direction. Keep those legs nice and straight all the way through. Once you're through those side V-ups, grab a quick little sip of water if you need it. We are through 4 rounds of 6. 4 rounds of 6 as we're moving through here, y'all. All right, next one in. Single-sided movement, okay? Only unilateral movement we have within our 30-second counts. So I will cue you halfway to switch, okay? We're gonna rack single side. The side that I'm racked on, I'm gonna take my reverse lunge on that end, and then as I come up, press to the top, rack it, drop it in, right back to the top. At 15 seconds, I'll cue you to switch. We'll go, quick switch, and we'll go right back in, all right? 15 seconds per side. If your weight is too heavy on that single arm press, you can press from the center, but I encourage you to start with that single arm. In 3, in 2, and let's go. Good, drop that knee down. Use that momentum as we come up out of that position. From that lunge, use that momentum vertically to send that weight high. It does not need to be a strict press up. That's halfway through. Go ahead and switch. Once you're switched out, you got 15 more seconds on this side. Let's try and even those reps out. Same rep count on the second side. You've got 3. You've got 2. Final rep. And that's time. Beautiful. All right, we're right back to that A movement. 8 squat to kick back. Once again, Catherine's holding that weight high. Eric's holding that weight low. Both are great options. So let's work on keeping that posture nice and tall as we go through. Finding that same depth into our squat every time. Good work, y'all. 8 total squats, 4 kickbacks each way. And then we come back down to the floor, that seated position. Back into our Russian twists. One more time here within this round. 10 total. Shoulders pulled back. 5 each way on the rotation. Once you're through 10, find your feet. Deepen that breath. We've got 1 set of movements left. Our 6th round is going to be a burner. Eric looks excited. I can already tell. Catherine's contemplating existence over there. She almost walked out. This is going to be a tough one. Last one in. We're going in and out weighted squat. So mandatory that we hold this weight low here, okay? Let that weight hang heavy. We're going to start from that standard base. I'm going to stay low. In and out, not getting too wide, not quite out to that sumo base, okay? Just 2 to 3 inches on each leg, but we stay in that low position, trying to keep that weight up off the floor. 30 seconds of quad burners. And then we finish out with those inside presses, push-ups and V-ups. All right, y'all, here we go. Last 30 in this round, in 3, in 2, and let's get it. Good, staying low here. If you have your eyes on the screen, you can see nice controlled drop to the bottom, nice slow controlled deceleration. Even though we have that hop, everything in this movement is controlled. No herky-jerky movement with that weight. Keep that weight up off the floor if you can. Shoulders pull back, abs nice and tight. You got 3, 2, and that's time. Beautiful. All right, let's finish this round out. Down to our backs. Inside presses. 10 inside presses. Get those arms out long at the top. Little triceps activation at the top. Keep those elbows hugged into our ribs at the bottom of that movement. Once you got 10, set it to the side. Let's widen those hands out. Let's knock those 5 push-ups out. 5 strong push-ups. If you get to the point that you need to drop to those knees to maintain the integrity of that push-up, all good. And we finish with 5 side V-ups on the right, 5 side V-ups on the left. And that is the conclusion of the first round here, y'all. Good job. Once you're through 5, give the people around you some love. You got about a minute of rest here. Great job, y'all. All right. Nothing really to explain. We're just headed back to the top. 1 round through, 2 to go. Just a reminder, we start out with that weight behind our head. We're going up, down to that triceps extension. That's our first movement at 30 seconds. You got about 25 seconds left here until we get into number 2. When you're ready, let's start making our way back into that space. Quick sip of water, towel off, pet the dog. All right, let's go ahead and grab that weight. Find that position with that weight behind the head. All right, y'all, here we go. In 3, in 2, and let's go. Knee to knee, and then send it high. Get those arms extended up overhead, keeping those elbows in as tight as you can. Try not to let them fly out. This is a tough movement, especially if that weight's heavy. If we can get 1 or 2 more, that's great. You got 10 seconds left. We only get this one 3 times, so let's squeeze it out. Finishing in 3, in 2, and that's time. Finish that last rep. Great job. And then we're right back in squat kickbacks. 8 total on those squat to kickbacks. And then you know where we're headed. Down to the floor, into those Russian twists. Good, let's keep that same depth every rep here. When we go to take that kick, active quad, leg stays nice and long. Kick that heel back toward the corner of your room. Once you're through 8. In studio, we got some overachievers. We got 9s and 10s here in studio. That does not mean you get to do 8 Russian twists, by the way, okay? You still got to do 10 Russian twists. Good job, y'all. Keep working. 10 on those twists. And then we're right back up to our feet. About 25 seconds of rest. And when we come back, we're back into those alternating lateral lunges, okay? When we take that step out, don't let those toes turn out wide, okay? Feet stay parallel, sit that butt back, and then coming back to the top. Alternating here, 30 seconds each way. We go in 3, into, and clock is on. Let's go. 30 seconds strong. Alternating side to side. One little count at the top, and then we make it out the other way. Good job, y'all. Continue to find that depth. Weight stays low here. Try not to get that chest too far forward. Stay tall through the chest as you sit your butt back. Last 5. And time. Beautiful. All right. Into our B set of movements. Back down to our back. Inside press for 10 starts us out. Inside press for 10. Right over into 5 strong, controlled push-ups. And then we hit those side V-ups. First time through those B movements into this second round. Good work. When we go into those push-ups, let's get those arms out a bit wider. A little bit different engagement from that inside press. On those push-ups, as you're in your V-ups here, on those push-ups, we're gonna think about getting those hands out wide, driving those elbows down wide, and then that inside press, elbows hugged into our sides, okay? That's the variation as we go through those push-ups and those inside presses. Once you're through those V-ups, making our way back up to our feet. You've got about 20 seconds. We're into our second round of tricep dips. Coming from the floor, tricep dip into a toe reach, kicking across here. Let's make our way down. We go in 5. We go in 3, in 2, and let's do it. Catherine giving you that profile view here. Not a huge range of motion on that dip, okay? We want to keep that chest out nice and tall, tap the butt down to the floor, and then at the top of that movement, kick that leg through. Take those hands all the way across to that opposite foot. Good work, y'all. Great job finishing it out. Last 5. Finishing even. And that's time. Great job. All right. Back up to the top. We're back into that squat. Weight high or low, up to you. Nice depth in that squat, and we take that kick back. Good work, y'all. Just to remind you, you've got 8 reps here. Don't zone out this time. I know we all love the squats. Good job, y'all. Once you're through 8, set it down. We're back to the floor. Russian twists for 10. 5 each way on those twists. Again, don't lose that spinal position. Pull those shoulders back. Staying nice and tall. Trying not to lose that rotation forward. Eric's looking to the skies. Great option to keep that posture tall. Tap that weight to the floor every time. Once you're through 10, we're back on up. Great job, y'all. We are officially halfway through your workout here. When you come back up to standing, weight hangs low. We're into those alternating single leg squats. Keeping the focus on dropping into that standing leg rather than straight leg hinge, okay? So let's think about that as we go. You got 10 seconds to make your way back. Weight starts up high. 30 seconds of effort here. We go in 3. And let's begin. Whichever side you started on, take note so we make sure we end even. Great, y'all. Kick that elevated leg back, but bend that knee. Don't get it too far away from your body here. Super compact position as we drop down into it. Good work. You've got under 10 seconds left here. Finishing out in 3, in 2, and time. Good work. All right. Back down to our backs. Inside presses. Second round through. 10 on the inside press. Elbows in nice and tight all the way through. 10 on the inside press, and then we turn it on over. Getting out with that wide base. When we go into those push-ups, get those hands out wide. Driving those elbows down toward a 45. Lat activation as we push through. 5 strong push-ups. And then right over to that side, we go V-ups. 5 and 5. You can use the support of that grounded hand and arm, but really kick it up high. Big oblique crunch as we bring it to the side. Keep those legs straight as you can. Reach for those toes, and then lengthen that position out at the bottom. Big range of motion. Great job, y'all. Through here in studio. 30 seconds on the rest. Great work, great work. When you come back, we're back into that single-sided back lunge into that power press, okay? So taking that lunge on the same side that we're racked. As we come up and through, taking that press, 15 seconds each side. Let's start on the opposite side, most likely your non-dominant side this time. We go in 3, rack that weight, and begin. Let's do it. Reverse lunge drops back, and then we press it. Use the momentum of that press to the top. As we come up out of that lunge, 2 feet on the floor, and we drop it right back in. Last 3, last 2, and that's time. Let's switch it over. In 3, 2, and we go. Still 15 seconds. I'm not going to short you on that last rep. Short little break on that side so we get a couple extra seconds on the back end. Let's see if we can match that rep count. Shouldn't be too tough here. Finishing out in 3, 2, and that's time. Beautiful job. All right. Right back in. No break here. We're into our squats. Catherine continuing to hold that weight high. Eric holding that weight low. Finding some depth into that squat. And as you come to the top, kick that leg straight back at that 45-degree angle. Don't open those hips up. Just find as much extension as you can. Once you got 8 there, we're back to the floor. Into those Russian twists. Last time on this movement. In this round, 10 total. Contact to the floor every time. Ground those heels. Putting a premium on big rotation here. Good work, y'all. They sped through that round. Great work, great work. All right, you got about 20 seconds. Coming back in. Finale of that round, we take those inside, outside weighted squats. Everyone seems excited about this one here in studio for that second round. All right, making our way back in. Couple deep breaths. Let's get that weight up. Here we go in 3, in 2, and let's begin. Keeping that position down nice and low, not coming all the way up into full extension here. Finding that middle round. Easy drop. Little pop off those toes. Feet stay to parallel the whole time, just wide to narrow. Good work, y'all. Keep those shoulders pulled back. Abs nice and tight. You got 5 seconds left. In 3, and that's time. Beautiful job. All right. And let's finish that round out. Back to our back. B set of movements. 10 inside presses to finish the round. 10 inside presses. 5 push-ups. 5 side V-ups right, 5 side V-ups left. Takes us to the end of the round. We got people skipping reps in here, skipping movements. Catherine subconsciously skipped her push-up. She's back in. Good work, y'all. No credit on those V-ups. That's your punishment. 2 extra V-ups. Good. 5 V-ups each way. And that's the end of your second round, y'all. Great work here in studio. Way to finish. We'll take about a minute of rest, and then we're coming back. And we got 1 more round all the way through. 2 down, 2 to go. Great work at home, y'all. Great work here in the studio. Appreciate the effort, y'all. Stay on your feet, move around a little bit, find your breath. Still got about 30 seconds until we make our way back in. Deepen that breath. Deepen that breath, a little bit of water. All right, y'all, let's make our way back in. We got about 10 seconds until we're back in. We're going into those up, down to triceps extensions. Probably our toughest movement of the round. Let's just get it out of the way. Final 30 seconds here. We go in 3, in 2, and let's get it. We're going to push the pace in this last round, okay? Shortening up that rest just a little bit, just so we can finish on time, have some integrity as we get through the end of that workout. You know what's coming. So we're going to quicken that pace just a little bit, shorten that rest, finish it out strong. You've prepared for this. Finishing in 3, in 2, and that's time. Good. All right. Back up to our feet. 8 squat kickbacks. Squaring those hips toward the front of your space. Don't turn those hips open. Kick that leg out straight. 8 reps, 4 kicks each way. Great job, y'all. Once you're through there, back down to those Russian twists. 10 total. Heels stay grounded, chest expanded. Nice tall posture as we bring side to side. Good work, y'all. All right. Once you're done with those twists, back up to your feet. Got about 15 seconds on the transition here. We're back into those alternating lateral lunges. Second movement in the round. Final round through. Here we go. In 5. And let's begin. 30 seconds total here. Alternating out wide. Nice long, strong inside leg as we step away. Really sitting our butt back. Nice deep sit back. Trying not to let that knee get out forward. Stacking hip, over knee, over ankle as we move wide. Chest stays tall. This is not a hinge day. Stay tall. Last 3, last 2, and time. Beautiful job. All right, back down to our backs. Starting out with those inside presses. Hug those elbows into your sides. Let's tickle those ribs every time. 10 on those inside presses. Ditch that weight, turn it over, then get that wide base. Wide base with those push-ups. Elbows driving back at a 45 here. Just a little bit different engagement on that press. And then we go side V-ups. 5 and 5 on our side V-ups. Once you're through 5 and 5, if you'd like to stay down into that position, feel free. We go into our tricep dips to our opposite toe reach here. If you want to lay on your back and take a few deep breaths there, feel free to do that as well. We've got about 15 seconds until we're into that third movement. This round moving a little bit quicker, a little bit of a sprint to the finish here. We begin in 3, in 2, and let's do it. Get that butt to the floor every time. A little bit of contact down, and then as we press out, kicking across. Little contralateral reach across. Super important to find that stability at the top. If you're kind of falling out of it, slow it down, tighten up a little bit. Under 10 seconds left, making sure we end even in this round. You've got 5 seconds. Last rep, and that's time. Beautiful job. All right. Coming back up to our feet. 8 squats with the kickbacks. Second to last time you get this one today. Good work. Continue to find depth into that squat. Continue depth into that squat and then straight leg as we kick it back. Firing those glutes up. And once you're done, back into those twists. 10 more here. Tap that floor every time. Full range of motion. Find that rotation. Good job, y'all. Beautiful. Speeding here in studio. Great work, y'all. All right, we've got about 20 seconds on the break. When you come back, from standing, weight out in front, alternating, single leg squats here. Start from that tall position, pull those shoulders back, engage those abs. Here we go, in 3, in 2, and let's begin. Good, let's get the weight to the floor, out in front of our toes every time. Drop down into that knee. Good, let's try and meet or beat that rep count from our last rounds. You've got 10 seconds left. Most importantly, let's make sure we finish even side to side. So even if you have an extra rep, take it. We're done in 3, in 2, and that's time. Good job. All right, back down to our backs. You know where we're going. Inside presses for 10. My team in-house here is really pushing the pace, so I'm going to continue to do the same thing for you at home, okay? They're pushing the pace. Y'all got to keep up with them today. Once you're through those presses, you know where we're going. Find your 5 push-ups, and then right over to your side with the straight leg, side V-ups as we kick it out wide. 5 and 5 to finish here. Once you're through 5 and 5 there, make your way back up to your feet. We'll take 30 seconds of rest here as we get into these final 2 movements. Good job, y'all. I hope Elliot's on there today. He's been asking for Odessa for a solid 3 weeks now. I'm just trying to sneak some in where I can. When you come back up, back into our final 2 movements, we're back into our back lunge, power press. We take 15 seconds aside, okay? So starting in that single side, just a reminder, we take that reverse lunge on the same side that our weight is racked, okay? And then use that momentum to press it at the top. We go in 3, in 2, and let's go. 15 seconds each way. Let's try and match those rep counts. Starting on their non-dominant side here in studio. Finishing this final round strong. That is time. Let's go ahead and switch it over. Right back into it. Couple added seconds on to the back end. We want to get to that same rep count on that second side as we did into our first. And that's time. Beautiful job. All right, coming from that standing position, finishing out. Last time we get these movements today. 8 squats, 4 and 4 kickbacks, alternating legs here. Again, keeping those shoulders pulled back, staying nice and tall all the way through. 8 total there, and then we're down to our butts, into our Russian twists. Final 10 Russian twists of your workout today. Last time you find your way here. Good work, y'all. Make contact to the floor every time. Consistency in that movement all the way through. Once you're through 10, back up to your feet, and we finish this workout out. In, out, weighted squats, those little baby hops. Wide, narrow as we jump them in and jump them out. You've got 15 seconds. Let's make our way back. Final 90 seconds of work. All right, here we go. In 3, in 2, and let's begin. Let's finish it out. 30 seconds of effort. Let's burn it out here. Eric's finding a little pause at the bottom, slowing it down just a little bit. As long as you have engagement throughout the round, I'm with it. Let's finish it out, y'all. Under 15. More than halfway through. Stick with it. Consistent landing spot with those feet. Abs tight. Pull those shoulders back. 5 seconds. Last couple reps. And time. Beautiful job. All right. Last movements of the day. Dropping down. Elbows in tight. 10 inside presses. Turn it over for 5 push-ups. What can I say? Good work, y'all. Setting it to the side. 5 push-ups in. Let's knock them out. Same depth here. This is the last thing you got. You're not racing the clock. Make them strong and controlled. And then we're down to our side. V-ups on the right. V-ups on the left. 5 each way. And then just lay on your back. Find your breath. Give yourself some love for getting through that Tuesday. Squat and push. Grab a little bit of water. Great effort today, y'all. Good work, y'all. All right. Finding your breath. Grabbing a little bit of water. When you're ready, we'll make our way back out into our space. Cool it down. Starting today, we're going to just come down to that seated position. You can also work from standing if you'd like. We'll just work and do a passive quad stretch here from the floor. Great effort today. How many people did we have on there today, Ricky? 40-something? 40-something people on a Tuesday. Thanks for joining us. I know we're well into our members only content, but if you guys have any questions, something doesn't make sense, you're having trouble registering, or any of the mechanical stuff not working for you, please reach out to us and let us know. Tomorrow, we got the world famous Wednesday pool party. Hinge and pull tomorrow, so join us for that. Like I said, feel free to reach out if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feedback. Don't hesitate to let us know. We're here for y'all. Love ya, and we will see you on Wednesday. Have a good one. Bye-bye.